Police running all in and out the building. What the hell is going on?
TelesNO or TelesGo.
What up, Lo?
Hey, what's good? What's good? What's good, Raider Nation? Shout out to you. Look, Raider Nation, YouTube. Y'all know what it is. Shout out to each and every one of y'all. Blessings to everybody out there. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what time it is. We got to talk about this dude named Telesco. We got to talk about Telesco. And the question is it TelesNO or is it TelesGo? You know what I'm saying? You hear what I'm saying? You pick up what I'm putting down, right? All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to everybody. Man, look, I'm so excited today. Look, the Ahern is looking nice. We got a whole bunch of stuff going on, but you might hear a little noise in the background. But hey, don't worry about that. We stay focused. All right. But shout out to the best chat, and I mean the best chat that YouTube has to offer, and that is the congregation. Yeah, y'all know what it is. Shout out to the congregation, and you know what? I'm slacking on the Mackin. You know what I'm saying? And let me see if your boy got some things stacking. Let me see. Let me see. Oh my gosh. What? Oh, there you go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I gotta give y'all the congregation the Raider Twuan brown cracker salute. Get you some brown crackers. All right. Anyway, if you guys please take a moment, if you guys have not clicked the like button. Why? Because I like you. I do. Click the like button. Okay. And if you want to join the best chat, and I mean the best chat that YouTube has to offer, you definitely want to join the congregation. And how you do that is click the like button and quit playing with yourself. Go ahead and subscribe. Yeah. You subscribe. And also, you gotta say something in the comment section. Say hey, Twuan. All right. Blessings to everybody out there. I know y'all getting it in, flowing it in. Salute to everybody. But we definitely gotta talk about this dude, Telesco. Tom Telesco is now the GM of the best team in the NFL. Okay? Simple as that. Okay? The Raiders. He is the GM of the Raiders. And y'all know I gotta look, we're gonna talk a little facts. I'm gonna talk to y'all. Y'all say stuff in the comment section. We're gonna get it in. All right. Yes, sir. Hey, Tom Telesco. Look, I did a little homework. You know what I'm saying? I got the handy dandy notebook on Tom Telesco. And this is what I found out. Okay. Tom Telesco, this is and you guys let me know what your assessment is on Tom Telesco yourself. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you picking up and putting down. All right. So with Tom Telesco from 1991. Dang. Okay. Some of y'all wasn't even born in 91, but I'll leave that there. Okay. So starting in 91, he was a summer intern from 91 to 94, he was a summer intern for the Buffalo Bills. Okay. Then from there, he stayed employed. 95 to 96, he was a scout assistant for the Carolina Panthers. Okay. And then in 97, he stayed with the Carolina Panthers and became their area scout. Okay. Then from 98 to 2000, he became the area scout for the Indianapolis Colts. Okay. From 2001 to 2003, this man keeps a job. From 2001 to 2003, pro scout, stayed with the Indianapolis Colts, but he was upgraded to pro scout. Okay. Then 2004 to 2005, he stayed with the Colts and became their director of pro scouting. But it doesn't stop there. Okay. From 2006 to 2011, he became the director with the Indianapolis Colts. He became the director of player personnel. Okay. And in 2012, he became the VP of football operations for the Indianapolis Colts. And those that know Tom Telesco, they know his last employment, and that was from 2013 until 2023. He was the general manager of the Chargers. Now that's his work history. You know what I'm saying? I know that there's probably a couple of things that maybe, you know, a little more information that might be out there in regards to Tom Telesco, but that's just the basis of what Tom Telesco did. From 91, he's moved up the ranks to get to the GM title eventually. So this is his second team as a GM. Man, like, what can you say? There's experience there. There's knowing the ins and outs. He knows what an area scout is. He knows what a pro scout should be doing. He's also directed those things, which means he oversaw area scouts, pro scouters, player personnel, the operations of players, what they need, what needs to be, you know, coordinated and all of that. Pretty much he's been there and he's done it. And I'm not, you know, right now I'm not telling you what I think. I'm going to tell you guys what I think later on, but as we go along, I'm just giving you the facts. I'm dropping some of this. Well, hey, he's a Raider now, so I'm dropping some of this Raider gospel to you. Okay. So that's his work history. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you click the like button. Why? Because I like you. Okay. Now, some may be asking, what is a GM? What does a GM do? There's a lot of things that a GM does in operational to make sure things are going and running properly. But there's a few things that I want to highlight in regards to Tom Telesco in his GM hire from his old employment and possibly what we may be asking for him to do or not need to do here. Okay. So as a GM, you're going to have to draft players. And y'all know my word. Getting groceries. All right. So, hey, the GM is in. He's moving the strings. He's making the phone calls. You know what I'm saying? He's stirring the drink in regards to drafting these players. You know what I'm saying? Also, another word in regards to drafting players is another word that is tagged to Raider Twuan is cheap labor. So he's in charge of getting cheap labor, drafting players, getting the groceries. Okay, that's his job to oversee that. Make sure, you know what I'm saying, we're getting guys at the right value. Make sure, you know, hey, if we need to trade down to get some more picks or, you know, give up some more picks to go get our guy, it falls on the GM. Now, in regards to Tom Telesco, you know, as much as we watch, you know, the Raiders, for those that actually watch the NFL, and also because he came from the Chargers, it's a division rival. One thing we can say about the Chargers, of whether you want to say, oh yeah, they didn't win, you know, and I'll talk about that as we go along, because I actually do have on. I'm looking at my notes as we go on our notes here. You know, the wins is not really on the GM. You know, the wins is for coaches, players, and of course, you know, the team, you know, overall, right? But the GM's job is to really get players in here in the building and make sure they're at a good price. Okay? And you know what? Tom Telesco did that with the Chargers. One thing that we can say with the Chargers is no matter, you know, and just as much as I hate to say it, they've always looked good on paper. And what makes the paper? The GM. So, you know, you got to give props to Tom Telesco for acquiring the players that needed to come in. Now, whether they, you know, some people are like, oh, I know, and I see what you're saying, and I know what you're saying, you know, you know, but they got hurt. That ain't on Tom Telesco. That's on strength and coaching, you know, strength and conditioning. That's on them. That's not on Tom Telesco. Tom Telesco is supposed to bring players in the building, and he did that every year. You know, and that's why, you know, we get mad about these analysts, because the analysts are so in love with the Chargers, and that is exactly why. It's because when they look at it on paper, the players that are on the roster, they look like a very solid team. So that is definitely a strength of Tom Telesco. Now, he drafts well. To be honest with you, my personal opinion, I think he drafts well on the higher end of the draft. You know what I'm saying? The first round, second round, third round. I think he does very well there. When it gets later, you know, that's up for interpretation. But again, that's what you get, right? And let's be honest now, us as Raiders, we haven't drafted well on the top end of the draft. So to have a GM that actually can bring guys in is definitely going to help our situation moving forward. It's definitely going to help the overall needs of this team. Moving to my next point. Now, with the GM, he's in charge of the money. And when I talk about the money, there's two banks. I'll say it like that. You have the players cap, right? What we're allowed to spend, what we're not allowed to spend. And then you also have pretty much what Mark Davis, if he wants to give bonuses or, pay off contracts so that we have more money in the cap, right? That's on Mark Davis. But cap-wise, he's in charge of making sure the contracts are looking right. Now, with that being said, we know that the Chargers are not at their best right now in regards to their cap situation. And there's a lot of factors into that. One of them is time. They had a quarterback, a really talented quarterback under cheap labor, and it was their opportunity to make a push for the Super Bowl. Obviously they fell short, and now because Herbert is now not in cheap labor, they're going to be definitely in a cap situation. Now, some may say you can put that on Telesco. Some may say, hey, you took a risk. He did what he needed to do. That falls on the coaching not doing their job. Okay? So, cap-wise, over there, you might want to put it on Telesco. That again, I'm going to leave that up to you guys. But with the Raiders, he's not going to have to worry about the cap. Why? Because we have someone that has been with the team overseeing the cap. So Tom Telesco's not going to have to worry about the cap. He's not responsible. I'm not going to say not worry about the cap, but he's not responsible for the cap in regards to the Raiders. So, hey, we can check that off our list. We got somebody taking care of that. And you'll see this going along. And we'll go to our next point. Make sure, hey, if you guys have not subscribed. Another thing for the GM is that he's in charge of hiring the head coach. Now, and like I said, we bouncing back and forth. I got to go to the Chargers. I got to go back to the Raiders, right? So with the Chargers, that fell on. And actually, let me go back to this. I'm sorry. Let me go back to this. Going back to the money. So with the Chargers, Spanos was overseeing the money there. Okay. Spanos was so pretty much Telesco was getting the players, acquiring the players, and Spanos, his team, was overseeing how much they should get paid, how much was going to go out. Okay. Now, like I said, with us, we already have somebody that's going to take care of cap, so we ain't got to worry about Telesco messing up with the money. You dig? All right. So, going to the next point that you guys already saw, charge of head coaching. Okay. Charge of hiring the head coach, making the right decision in regards to who is the leader of men that's going to stand in front of the 53 or whatever number is out there and say, hey, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do it. This is where we're going to move. This is how we're going to get it in. Okay. So Tom Telesco, in regards to the Chargers, again, was in that process, but he was not in charge of making the final decision on head coach. That, again, falls on Spanos. Y'all see this trend over there? Look, I don't like to talk about other people's business, but if y'all see what if y'all you see the side eye, y'all, yeah, and keep doing that, Chargers, keep doing that. So Spanos was in charge of making the final say on the head coaching over there. And if you was worried about Telesco picking our head coach, don't worry about it. You know why? Because we already got our head coach. And I'll say it like this. If there was a situation where, maybe AP didn't work out and Tom Telesco's still in the building, I believe that we still have people in the office that will make the decision on which head coach they want. Example, and the best example, how many times Mark Davis was the one that made the decision on which head coach he wanted and all of that. Why did we get Gruden? Mark Davis. Why did we get Josh McDaniels? Mark Davis. Okay? So with that being said, if AP didn't work out, and I hope AP does work out, but if he didn't work out, Mark Davis would be making that decision in which we should go in head coaching. So we ain't got to worry about Telesco picking the head coach. My final thoughts of TelesNO or Telesco is, I think, over with the Chargers. I think he was a victim of circumstance. I think he was just a victim of the situation. I think what happened in regards to the reason why Telesco is now, if Telesco is now with the Raiders, is because Staley as a coach didn't do a good job. And with the really talented roster that he had. And because of that, Spanos decided to move Staley and Telesco in hopes of bringing in his next head coach. And we know now, hindsight or currently, that they went with Harbaugh. And we know that Harbaugh is going to want control over not just head coach, but also the GM position. So Spanos decided to remove all of that to allow Harbaugh the free range to do what he saw fit. And I think, again, Telesco, for me personally, it's a 50-50. I see the positives, but I also see some of the things that, I kind of got the side eye emoji on in regards to Tom Telesco. So I'm in a wait and see. I hope he does well. I hope that, I hope he brings in the right pieces. I hope this is finally a draft that we sit back and say, at least our first rounder is a clear, it makes sense, it fits a need and of talent, of value, et cetera, et cetera. Whether, some people are saying we need to get a quarterback and, that's up for interpretation. Some people say offensive line. Some people say we need a corner, all that. But hopefully we're able to get the right drafts in here, the right picks in here. And it's all going to rely on, again, Tom Telesco working with our head coach, which is AP. So, I'm 50-50 on it, but and again, we'll continue to review this as we go along, as we go forth. As we go, continue to rock with, Raider Twuan and the congregation. But, I'm in a wait and see. I'm really in a wait and see. I don't hate it, but I'm not in love with it. I'll say it like that. But you guys let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Let me know what you think about Tom Telesco or anything I said in this video today. So definitely, you guys, I tell you guys all the time, click the like button. Why? Because I like you. And quit playing with yourself. Go ahead and subscribe. Remember, you guys, that you are a blessing. Be a blessing to someone else. And let's go.
Vamos Raiders.
Go Raiders.
Let's go Raiders.
What up, hello?
most of all, winning football games. Today is the day when our heroes of the past become our legends of the future. Time never really stops for the great ones. We wrap them in a cloak of immortality and remember what great people they were. We recognize you, Virginia Madden, his sons Mike and Joey. They were a football family, so that John can pursue his dreams. To make the 2024. that the fire that burns the brightest in the Raiders organization is the will to win. Ladies and gentlemen, the Madden family.